Well, howdy there, cruise addicts, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jack, and I'm back. I guess that means I'm back, Jack. Before we begin, let me take a moment, please, just to ask you to like my videos, as it tells the algorithm to push my videos out there so more people get a chance to enjoy them. Subscribe to my videos and turn that notification bell on so you'll get notified every time I post new content, which is very frequently. So remember to like, subscribe, turn that notification bell, and share it with somebody you know. Or share it with somebody you don't like. I don't care. So today's story, it's not cruise news, it's just a story. Sometimes I just come up with tips. Well, I guess it is cruise news. So this I find kind of odd because I participate in it from time to time. So that's why I'm having trouble with how do you present this? Because I do it too. But there was a lady who was on a Carnival cruise. The ship has not been identified, and it's really unimportant. But she was standing in the casino with a sign trying to get people to sign up for her slot pool. Now, in the grand scheme of things, there's nothing wrong with a slot pool. For those of you who do not know what a slot pool is, like I didn't know what they was until I joined in one day. A slot pool is where you give a set denomination, usually 20 bucks, right? You give $20 to one person. They try to get like 20 people in, which is $400, and they go find a slot machine where they can set the denomination to a $5 spin. The person puts in the 20s until they're all fed in the machine until it's like $400, and then everybody gets a punch on the slot machine, and they go around in circles 4 times, which equals 20 bucks. At the end, they cash out, and then they divide the money equally. If there's 20 people, they divide it among 20 people. So the hope is that the bigger the bank, the bigger the jackpot. I've walked away with $1 before. 20 people, you end up with 20 bucks out of 400. Everybody gets a buck. I've seen people walk away from $1. I've seen people say, "Come on, Margaret, let's go. I ain't standing in line for no $1, you know?" So, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's just gambling, folks. It's gambling, no matter how you look at it. But this lady, she was approached by the casino host and she was asked to leave, and she was confused. So she asked John Held, which is the voice box between us and Carnival. He's the middleman, if you will. And she told her incident and asked, is it against the rules on Carnival? And his response was yes and no. Yes and no. He said, based on the gaming laws, from where the ship leaves, sometimes they're just not able to do that, okay? Like there was a story on the internet. I did not cover it. It was before I started my channel. But there was a story on the internet about a group of people, a lady seeing a big pile of money on a table and seeing a group of people gathered around this table playing a game called Left, Right, Center. And it upset her that they were gambling on the Lido deck. So she went to guest services and complained. And of course, guest services did what guest services had to do. They sent security up there to put a stop to it. And of course, John took to his Facebook page and told people, you can't play Left, Right, Center or any kind of gambling game that's not sanctioned by the cruise line on the cruise ships. It's against the law. Well, he basically said the same thing about the slot pool, that it's not illegal for the most part, but the gaming rules can keep people from being able to engage in gambling that is not part of the official casino operations, if that makes sense to you. So That's why some ships will have a slot pool, some ships do not. He advised anybody who wants to do a slot pool, be respectful and go talk to the casino host. Make sure it's okay with them. They will either say yes or no. They will tell you what machine. John don't know the specifics of why she was told she couldn't do it. Maybe the casino was too busy at that time, because that has a lot to do with it. If the casino is already hustling and bustling, the last thing they want is another 20 people standing around a slot machine or standing in the area of a bank of slot machines, keeping other people from being able to play. So there's a lot that goes into why. We really don't know the details, but most slot pools are actually organized before the cruise on Facebook. My wife has organized one or two just by saying, is there going to be a slot pool on this cruise? And no, or I haven't heard of one, or some people say, if you want to do one, organize it, And if she doesn't hear anything back in a short period of time about a slot pool, she will organize her own. She'll be like, hey, I'll do a slot pool on the, third sea day or whatever at noon, whatever. Sign-ups are at 11. She'll organize a slot pool if nobody's already done it, because she likes to do them. She thinks they're fun. So usually that stuff is organized on a Facebook group that has to do with that particular sailing. And then that person, like my wife, goes to the casino host, introduces themselves and says, hey, I'm going to do a slot pool on sea day 3. Is there any, particular place you want us? Is it cool? Whatever, I'm going to do it at noon. Is that fine? Or do I need to get in contact with the people and arrange another time or whatever? So they're not illegal. They go on all the time. Okay. Just be courteous. If you're going to organize one, just go talk to the casino host, introduce yourself. These people love to meet people, that's their job. Their job is to try to accommodate whatever needs need to be accommodated with you. So go introduce yourself to the casino host. Let them know, hey, I want to do a slot pool. There's nothing in the broad spectrum of things that is illegal. It's just small little intricacies that could make it to where it's not possible. So, but this lady, she did her best. She was standing there with her little sign. She was told she couldn't do it. I feel bad for her, because a lot of people do really look forward to participating in a slot pool. So just be respectful of the crew on the ship, not just the casino, but all the crew across the ship. I have seen some people be disrespectful to these poor people. And these poor people, they spend 9 months away from home. They go home for 4 months. They're away from their family. They're just trying to make a better life for their family. So no matter who it is, even if they're not in the casino, please be respectful. These people, they're being a service to you. They're waiting on you hand and foot. They're trying their best to make this the best vacation that they can possibly make it for you. So please be respectful to everybody across the ship. Okay? Because if you cruise as often as I do, you will run into these people again. Okay? I have ran into an entertainment officer several times. I have had the same cruise director twice. He actually remembered me. He didn't remember, let's see. He didn't he remembered my face, that's all. He remembered seeing me, but he remembered what ship it was. Let me say it that way. That makes more sense. Well, because I went up, I shook his hand, and I said, Nico, I said, it's great to see you. And he looked at me and he went, Ruby Princess, right? I was like, that's amazing. Because these people see 3,000 different faces every single week. And this was like 6 months later. 12 weeks later, 3,000 people a week later. That's a lot of people. And he remembered that the last time he seen me, we were both on the Regal Princess. I also had seen a guy who was back in the early 2000s. He was a dancer. He was a lead dancer in the production crew. And by the time I had seen him again, when Galveston first started doing cruises out of Galveston, he was a cruise director. So be respectful to these people, because you will see them again. Unless you're a one and done, you will see these people again. So please be respectful to them. And as always, I want to thank you for watching. It means the world to me that y'all watch. Y'all comment. That really makes me happy. I love the comments. Keep the comments coming. If you participate in a slot pool, put down there that you participate in a slot pool. So I thank you for watching. It means the world to me. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one.